I have a theory, and it's a theory that will either change your life or change your outlook on me into thinking I'm an idiot. And my theory is this, right? It'll apply to business, don't you worry. When I put on weight, when I eat a lot, it's usually because I graze like a cow throughout the day. So it's not because I have like 2 big meals or, like 3 big meals. I don't like eating big meals, but what it usually is because I graze. I have little bits throughout the day. I have like 2 bags of crisps here, a pack of sweets here, all that, just like little bits of shit throughout the day. And I do it over the course of like 12 to 14 hours, right? And over time, that makes me put on weight. So, stop doing that, and I started to lose a little bit of weight. Great news. However, I believe, and I've done this past week and it's fucking working, I believe that if you do tiny bits of work throughout the day, if you graze work throughout the day, so over 12 to 14 hours, over the course of a long time, you get more work done and you reduce the risk of burning out dramatically. So it's like you do it little bits, tiny bits, throughout a longer period throughout the day, and you do it over a long period of time, and it's equivalent of like grazing food and putting on more weight. Now, you might be thinking, yeah, Scott, well, it doesn't matter whether you graze or eat 2 meals at once. What matters is you're eating more calories than you're burning. I get it. Don't be, you know what I mean? Let's just try and be on board with my horrific Monday morning thought. I've tested it. And what I do is, for example, I'll wake up in the morning, do what I need to do, get ready for the day, and I'll sit there and I'll reply to a few WhatsApp messages. Then I'll just get up, make a cup of coffee, bits and bobs. Oh, police. Nice. And then I'll just sit back down, reply to a few emails, chill out, maybe put the washing on. Like, I don't see the coffee and the washing, I don't see that as effort, right? I'm talking about the work. And then I'll do the same, do 10 outreach and 10 connections on LinkedIn, do something else. And I'll do that, right? And see, right now, I feel I have done so much just by doing little bits and then taking a break after each task. Each task lasting, about 10 minutes, and each break lasting about, 10 minutes. So, yeah, it might last about 12 to 14 hours, but I'm getting, fucking 6 to 8 hours, a normal day's work of work done throughout the day. And I'm full of energy by the end of the day. I'm full of energy. I'm going back to the gym. I feel great. Like right now, I feel great. I don't feel tired. I don't feel exhausted. I don't feel burnt out. I don't feel drained. That's something that I've struggled with for years. I don't know, it's early days. I've only tested it for a week. But if you find yourself just working very intensely and feeling like you always have to do something, the work will still need done. Do not get me wrong. But if you feel like you always have to do something, and if you feel like guilty for taking a break, try that. See how you get on. Yes, it's not an 8-hour workday, it's probably about a 12, 14-hour workday. But you'll be sat in the evening watching TV, reply to a few messages, send out a couple emails, and post on Instagram. 5 to 10 minute task. But it doesn't take too much out of you. This might be super tailored for me. This may not work. But I'm just sharing what worked for me, man. Because I burn out way too much. And I feel like shit for days and all that stuff. So I'm just trying what I can to reduce the amount of time I feel shit and increase the amount of time I have high energy and, feel good. Anyway, I'm off down to Barbados. I got a viewing, meeting a builder at a project, putting together a couple quotes for projects we've got coming up. Interior designers are delivering what they have, Project Brighton. And this is it, and that's that. Bits and bobs. I wonder if I'll have this YouTube video out tonight. I need to start, like, this is what my plan is, right? If you ever want to get into YouTube, this is what I'm planning on doing. So record Monday, edit Tuesday, record Wednesday, like record Monday, edit and post. Oh my God, my head's cooked. Right. Post on Monday, record Tuesday, post on Wednesday, record Thursday, post on Friday, and then I record Friday's one and then post that on Monday. I don't know if that works, but that's the sort of thing that I'm doing. That's the sort of thing that I'm doing. 3 times a week. 3 times a week. This is it and that's that. I'll see you when I see you. All right, I want to walk you through Project Sun and talk you through what the plan is. So, as you can see, we're on the ground floor. It's all been cleared out. The whole site's been cleared out because we're getting ready for insulation and plaster next. And this is bedroom number 1 with the ensuite tucked behind here. First fix electrics and plumbing, well underway now. This is the new staircase. And here, it's a bit of a storage area, you know, a bit of a utility cupboard. This is the kitchen communal. So the kitchen is going around a U shape like that. I believe the oven's on that side, sink here, etc. And here is another bedroom. So this one is 3 studios and 3 double en suites. And we'll get rid of that, don't you worry. Bed will be going here. New window, new window. This is all new. So the end of the house, you can probably see here. The end of the house was there. So we've extended to here. It was basically this here, there was the house, because this was the offshot to here. But we've extended the offshot that way and extended it to here to create this whole bedroom here, you know, which is, oh yeah, we've got 2 side entrances now. So it's an alleyway in there. We've got the flying freehold, I'll show you what that is in a minute, but there's an alleyway going in between the houses. So under permitted development rights, we can put 2 entrances here. Why do we do that? Because then this can be a bedroom. If not, that would have to be the entrance. We'd have to put a stud wall here, and we'd have to put a corridor here, and then the remaining space would be far too small, so it couldn't be classed as a bedroom. So in order for this to be a bedroom, above 8 square meters, excluding the ensuite, we have to put 2 entrances there. Time to go up. Let's see what's going on. Here's a couple studios. Let's get a nice wee panoramic shot for you. There you are. Right, go to this one first. So, nice big space. This one is the ensuite for here. And see what I meant by the flying freehold, right? So, see about here, this space all the way across, so all of this, it's above the alleyway. So I'm actually standing above the alleyway just now. So that means this floor and that floor are wider than the ground floor, which means we can do more things up here, add more space and, you know, have more studios. So when you look for a property, it doesn't have to have the flying freehold. Project Dustpan doesn't, but if you're wanting 6 rooms instead of 5, because Dustpan has 5, then you want the flying freehold, usually, you know. But this is the other studio. Here we are. And that's a nice ensuite here in the corner. You know, you can see the roof. This has been done. That is the new extension. And the extraction's all going to be boxed off, plastered over. Beautiful. You can see all of it there. Time to go upstairs again. Now we're in the loft. This loft was not used before. It was just a, you know, a loft. That's where the old floor used to be. All the floors have been dropped. All the floors have been dropped. Hole cut out to put up plaster, but that'll be, another board will be put back on. That's just so they can pass up, you know, floorboards, pass up plasterboard and stuff. It's hard to do that up the stairs. So, bedroom number 5, studio number 3. This is a carbon copy from the one downstairs, but it'll be a little bit smaller, tiny bit smaller, but still a decent sized studio, you know. New windows have gone in, insulation's been done, and this is it, and that's that. And this is a double ensuite, you know, double ensuite behind the stairs. Let's see, let me show you. Behind the stairs there, behind the stairs there. You know what I mean? Now, I'm starting my own portfolio of these. This is for a client who's based in Dubai. So I'm starting my own, and if you want to invest in them with me, you know what to do. Fill out the form in the comments below, in the description below. Come on, I need my coffee. Your boy's tired. So yeah, I'll be using private investors for that. Basically, people who have savings and they want the money put to work. They either want to put it towards car payments or mortgage payments or holidays, retirement, the interest that they earn. And they do that through investing with me, you know, minimum 10K. That's all you need. And I'll pay a referral fee if you refer someone. If you know someone with a bit of savings, eh? All right, this call to action's lasted a bit too long, is it? Scott, fucking carry on with the video. I will. New Windows. Oh man, I love this. I'm here late in the day. It's about 4:30. Lads have gone home. But listen, a year ago I didn't have any of this. Wasn't able to walk around projects that were mine. All I would do is be ask people, can I come to your project? Can I come to your projects? Just so I could touch, you know, like just be in the environment of what I was going to be doing. It's like the equivalent of, I know one day I'm going to want a Ferrari. And then what you do is you just go and fucking go to Ferrari showrooms and sit in them, feel it, understand that, oh yeah, one day this will be mine. Now this is the halfway point because I'm doing this for other people, but one day it's going to be mine. One day it's going to be mine. That's what I'm here for. That's why I moved from Scotland, to build my own portfolio. All right. Let's just go to this viewing. Depending on the agent, I'll see if I can record some of it for you. But I'll show you what I am using. I'm using this laser measure. I've spoken about it before. I've actually done a whole video about it. If you want to scroll all the way down my videos, you'll see it. This one here, if you want to take a screenshot of that. And basically, it has Bluetooth. I'll go to the light. It has Bluetooth, if you can see it. So basically, I connect that to Magic Plan on my phone. I go around, I go beep, and then I go to the other wall. I go beep, and it maps it out on my phone. I think people are outside. Creep away. See, I can talk when I think no one's around, but I hate talking when people are around because I sound crazy. Right, enough of me rambling. This one, it's good, does the job. Automatically does it on Magic Plan, and then you have all the things that you need: square meterage, floor to ceiling height. You could do 3D models, and if you want to do reconfiguration, if you want to do all this sort of shit, get all of this and extensions and all that, then you can mess about with it, take away walls, add extensions, and you know it'll be the right size. And then you can also share it with the architect. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Send it to the builder. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Am I onto something here? Or am I just fucking dreaming? Right, enough of me rambling. I'm off for a viewing. All right, that's the viewing done. Viewing is done, it went well. The vendor was there, you know, family was there, so I didn't whip out the camera, but I got all the measurements that I needed. If you look in the description below, by the way, I have a viewing checklist. So if you want to use the checklist that I use at each viewings, then feel free, it's free. Literally just type in your email and it's yours. You get it immediately. So pause the video, go do that, and then come back. This is it, and that's that. But done the measurements, all the measurements added up. It's 2 streets away from one that we're currently doing, Project Madagascar. You've seen it in previous videos, and I'm confident it'll work. You know, when I was looking around, the garden looked big enough for the extension that we wanted to do. I measured it up. It's an old Victorian style build. Outrigger on the ground and first floor. The loft pitch was high enough, so for the floor of the loft to the pitch of the roof, that was high. I think it was like 2.6 something meters, so it's good enough for me. The ceilings are very high because it's an old Victorian style build, so we can drop the ceilings and then create more additional space in the loft. Structurally, it looked fine externally, but the thing is, when you peel off the plaster, it may tell a different story. You don't know what you don't know. So from initially seeing it, it looked fine. Bits of mold here and there, but that's okay. We're going to rip it back to brick anyway and start fresh. What else was there? Semi-detached property. So it's good in that sense. One less party wall agreement, isn't it? You know, one less pissed off neighbor, hopefully. Yeah, That's good though. It's good. It was good to do the viewing again. Do another viewing, submit an offer. Whether it gets accepted or not, we'll see. I booked 2 more viewings this week, and I might see if I can book another one and just start submitting offers. And you might be thinking to yourself, Scott, why don't you just do what other people do? Submit offers and then view it if it qualifies. And yeah, that means the return on investment of successful viewings is higher. Don't get me wrong. But when I'm at a viewing and I'm like, this property works, I like this property, and I look up and down the street and I see those properties work, just throw in direct vendor letters, just throw in letters. So if this one doesn't get accepted, then that means I'm doing off-market marketing, which is good. And speak to the agent, the seller as well. Like, spoke to the seller there, had a great chat. And sometimes it's a landlord. Sometimes they're like, oh, we've got other properties for sale. Do you want me to go show it? That happened once actually in Derby. I was in Derby viewing a property, and it was a HMO, 4-bed HMO that we were going to upscale to a 6-bed HMO. And the landlord insisted on showing us around. So sometimes that happens. Sometimes the seller wants to show you around rather than the agent. So I got chatting to him, and I said to him, I was like, look, you're a landlord. Any chance that you got any other properties for sale? If you're selling this one, are you by any chance selling your portfolio? He's like, well, I've actually got another 5 for sale, and they're all walkable distance. Do you want to fancy just spending the next hour going around them? I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, of course I will. So we just walked around them, and we were just going through each and individual one, and they all worked, and it was brilliant. And didn't secure any of them because he changed his mind. But listen, that's why if I phoned up with my offer, it wouldn't have gotten accepted, but the opportunity was there. You're a landlord, have you got any more? Brilliant. And they'd walk around, and they were great properties. It just didn't work out in the end. So I say that to say, viewing a property, it's good to get out your rut, get out your house, go out and see the world, touch some grass, do some direct to vendor marketing, and ask proactive questions like, have you got any more for sale by any chance? Could end up buying your whole portfolio if we strike a deal that's good enough, and it's good to socialize, good to get that interaction, and then you learn how to ask better questions, and you learn how to potentially negotiate in real time. Sometimes you can negotiate and agree a sale right there and then. It can be done that quick. So that's my little advice for you at the end. Do what works best for you. I like going to viewings. Without putting the offer up front. All right. Plus, it's more content for you. All right, troops. That's it for today. I'm at McDonald's. I'm going to get some scran. I'll see you in a bit. And remember to like and subscribe. Peace.